Hey everybody, we're fast approaching 1 million viewers on hashtag Patrick Lovell and well over 1.3 million on the hashtag the con. You know, guys, really, what is this all about in the end? It's about good versus evil. It's about light versus dark. It's about the truth versus the largest conspiracy of lies in the history of man, which has become our system. It's all a lie. And I believe in freedom and freedom to choose what religion we choose to pursue, whatever kind of spirituality, whatever kind of lifestyle, whatever the case is, right? Freedom is extremely important to me, as is learning lessons in life. And what I've learned throughout this incredible odyssey is that what I knew on the playground as a kid, right and wrong. So what we're under the thumb of right now is a political machine that has hijacked both parties. I don't even want to call them what they are. They're all working for this system that I am absolutely convinced has engineered everything that we expose to make sure that we're at each other's throats, to make sure that we don't find unity in understanding who has destroyed us. And they've done it incredibly effectively. It's psychology, it's media, it's manipulation, it's a lot of things. So why do you want to listen to me? Well, if you jumped into our work, I think you would know that answer. And why would you want to know that answer? Well, because it's the answer that underpins everything that we're in the midst of. I don't want to live a life of lies. I don't want to live in a country that lies. I want to live in a country that works the way it was designed. And it was designed that way after a lot of blood and treasure was spilled to get us there in order to form a more perfect union. And ultimately, the diabolical machine of evil, I mean, the same machine that created, slavery, and the same machine that created the monarchies of the world, and the same machine that creates fascism, or some sort of, Politburo of singular sort of source that controls everything, is how this thing works. You can't have the vibrancy of liberty and justice for all and the dynamics of supply and demand and success and all of those great stories that, I think, take to heart and live for in the United States, when we have a system that literally has set everybody else for failure except the ones that are in on it. And at the end of the day, you need to understand that we created a system that found very vulnerable people that have zero financial literacy. And then they dangled a lot of money in front of their faces with loans or for homes and that sort of thing that people took that didn't understand the big picture. And what that methodology did was it put people who never should have gotten a loan because they don't understand the responsibility of what it takes to own property. And it was a short-term deal that fed the CEOs very unbelievably disgustingly because they got rid of all the rules and regulations of things that have been in place for hundreds of years that would prevent this sort of madness. And what they did was they've got the financially illiterate that were set up on a hook that then got turned into weapons of mass destruction that they laid in the investments of the retirement portfolios of pensions. People that have been working their whole lives that were dependent upon their retirements, and that's what they did to blow up the world. And then when they blew everybody up, they swooped in with the financial system, took everything from themselves, stuffed themselves to the gills like the pigs they are, and then ultimately did it again. And again, and again. And what they did in the process is they bought the government, okay? So everything's a lie. And so this liberty and justice for all, the integrity of the law, they literally railroaded the courts to be able to foreclose on tens of millions of people that were none the wiser, that didn't know that they got set up, that didn't know that they were getting through the foreclosure process with illegal documentation, because this whole thing created a train wreck of really the way the system's supposed to work. Based on speed, based on trying to get fees, based on money getting filtered to the top, and in the end they blew everybody up, nobody's the wiser, and then they do it again. That's the system we have. Doesn't matter if it's red, doesn't matter if it's blue. What I'm telling you is the truth, and when you've got the truth, you're bulletproof. You got to check out the con at www.thecon.tv, and please keep your comments coming. Please find me on YouTube at Patrick Lovell Truth Bombs the Con, and hopefully we can build a groundswell of a populist movement that purges corruption. We do it at hashtag failure is not an option, hashtag Exodus, hashtag the resurrection, and hashtag Patrick Lovell Truth Bombs the Con, and hashtag the Con. So Thank you for listening. I wish you nothing but joy. I wish you nothing but peace and happiness within your family. I hope you find some dignity, and I hope you find peace within yourself. But unless we find each other, this system will continue to destroy most of us. I prefer not to let that happen. Onwards and upwards.